All right, Algebra 1, we are solving inequalities. We're doing absolute value equations. So there actually should be vertical lines around this 3x minus 6 here. So absolute value of 3x minus 6, absolute value sign equals 15, kind of like we see here. There should be bars there. Must have forgot them. My bad. But the different thing about absolute values is that we're going to solve for two answers here. So we're going to solve for 3x minus 6 equals 15 and 3x minus 6 equals negative 15. So whatever it equals, kind of the constant, the whole number or whatever on the right side, we're also going to have to do the negative. Now, if this is a negative, we would turn it to a positive. So we're going to use the same steps, reverse PEMDAS. Let's add 6. Instead of both sides here, it's really three sides, right? We're going to add 6 in the middle, to the right, on the left. So now negative 15 plus 6 is negative 9. The 6's cancel. We just have 3x left over. 15 plus 6 is 21. Now there's an imaginary multiplication right here. Let's divide by 3 on all three sides. And then negative 9 divided by 3 is negative 3. 3's cancel. X is by itself. X is by itself. 21 divided by 3 is 7. So once this x is by itself in the middle, we have our two answers. So negative 3 and 7 is our two answers. Remember, when we're solving for absolute values, we're finding two answers every time. We should have two answers. Second example, we have absolute value signs. This time I actually wrote them x plus 5 and then minus 3 equals 12. So before we split it up and do 12 and negative 12, we have to get the absolute values to be the only thing on the left side. So let's get rid of this minus 3 on the outside. Let's add 3 over. Now the x plus 5 in the absolute values by itself equals 15. Let's do negative 15 and 15. We're going to subtract 5 on all three sides. That's negative 20. These cancel, so x is by itself and 10. So we have our two answers, negative 20 and 10. In this example, we have 3 times the absolute value of 2x plus 10 equals 24. There's an imaginary multiplication. It's almost like these are parentheses. So it's 3 times there. So let's get rid of that 3. The opposite of multiplication is division. Let's divide both sides by 3. They cancel. Now we have the absolute value of 2x plus 10 equals 8. So let's keep inside the absolute values by itself right here. And let's do positive 8 on this side and negative 8 on this side. Let's get the x by itself. Let's subtract 10 to all three sides. So negative 18 equals 2x equals negative 2. I'm going to cancel those 10s out right there. How do we get rid of the 2 times x? We divide by 2, and negative 9 equals x equals negative 1. X is by itself. We have our two answers. Let me know if this makes sense. If not, please email. We can Zoom in the afternoons.